We're waiting music. This is open D.
Do you play sometimes like you play like open G?
Sometimes it's kind of if it's a song that calls for it. If it's like a Stonesy kind of, you know, the kind of. You know, like that kind of rock and roll. Then the open G is like great, or like Black Crowes kind of roots rock, I'd say. Then open A, or cause that's what I started. I started with open G and A because that's what Bonnie Raitt plays. Yes. But then I gravitated towards this, and because I like that you have the root notes on three places. Yes.
So you played that cut with.
Oh yeah.
With
Yeah. And that guy is great. I use that a lot for like acoustic. But it's a fantastic sound.
For acoustic is cool, but also with the slide.
No, never. It's then I use the open tuning. So I'm gonna play a song and then we talk again. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna have to stand up. Woo! I'm not gonna sing. Let's see. Thank you. Okay. Yes.
Great.
How do you use the slide and fret behind, because you cannot curve your pinky?
Yes. That's actually one of the techniques I'm going to talk about. That's one of the benefits of playing a normal guitar. This is tuned to open D, so it's the same tuning as the lap steel, but it has frets, and as you saw, I played it fretted as well. And then you can to add notes or change chords or play lines. You can add fingers behind the slide, like wait. Of course, the first obvious thing is going from major to minor. So if you play a C, the tuning is like, you know, root fifth, major third, root fifth, root again. So how do you make a minor chord? Yes, you lower the third. So and you can do what you can do it like a sus2 or -9. Or if you're on the high string, like that, major 7, dominant 7, 6, flat 5, sus, or the sus and the major third is nice. So it's like, yes.
You keep the slide in place, but when you're fretting a note, it becomes lower, so you can hear it, and the other
yes. So
strings will be
exactly. So what happens is when if I hold this here and I press this, if I play 2 notes, this note still rings out.
yes, that's
Yeah, that's the thing. So you push it down so it doesn't touch the slide. So then you get. I use that on the whole melody is played like that, like. And also the choral stuff like that. So that's the way I can play a G major 7 chord. Even though it's tuned to a.
How high is your action on that one?
yeah.
It's not that high. It's kind of high, but that's the trick. It has to be high enough so you can get good like single note and runs and sustain. But if it's too high, all the fretting behind the slide gets out of tune. So you can, if you only play slide melodies and you never play like normal chords, like then it's okay. But if my action was too high, that would sound so out of tune. So it has to be a balance. I don't know. I think you were first.
Have you looked at maybe using the slide on the second finger, and have you heard of Brett Garson?
Oh yes, Brett is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's fretting above the slide. Yes.
He plays at 45 degrees.
Yeah, and he does all these crazy, like the slants I do on I find that I started out, I think Bonnie Raitt has her slide on that finger too. I started out on this finger. That's where Dwayne Allman had his slide, and a lot of like Derek Trucks has the slide on this finger. But since I'm doing a lot of fretting behind the slide, this gives me a lot more reach. Like, Like you can do minor 7 chords. Like. And that is really hard because if you have the slide on this finger, the reach is quite narrower. And also with the slide on this, you can play like on a standard tune guitar. You can play like normal chords and stuff without a problem. And that's also why I have a slide that fits my pinky and stays on it like most of the time. So yeah.
And there's a guy I met in the States, he's made something, it's called the slide winder, and it's a ring. I'll hook you up with him.
Oh, cool.
And it's a ring, it's only this much, so you can play with the fingertip. Yeah, and then you can, like, yeah. But
Oh, cool. I get it. I don't know about. Fantastic. Yes, please. I don't know who was, I think you were first. Yeah.
You could play that kind of lines and with a regular guitar and regular string action? A string, or has to be
No, this is kind of in between. It's not that high. I'd say this is kind of normal height, but the strings are kind of thick. That's the trick. So to be able to have pretty low action, so it tunes when you play chords, and you can play behind the slide. So this is 16 to 59.
So very, very tight as well, so no bending.
Yeah, well,
You don't need bending.
you just have to practice it. It works. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. It hurt before, to be honest.
excuse me,
Yeah, no problem.
60?
16.
And you are spending?
Yeah.
You with regular
This song
Yeah.
very long.
Yeah.
You are playing G string.
No, it's a wound G string. So bending on the. Don't ask me to bend the G string, please. Yeah.
What material is your bottleneck?
Sorry. What?
What material?
This is brass,
Right.
and I think for especially when you play like the tone I had, like the. Like a fussed out, like gainy tone, then it really doesn't matter. But if I record like resonator guitar, I will use a glass slide because it has a different like ping to the attack. But when doing this stuff, it doesn't. There's no use in having a glass slide. And if I drop this on a stage or it won't break. So. And a lot of people use like old Coricine bottles that cost like hundreds of dollars, and it's like, no way. This was like I don't want to use strings or picks that I can't find anywhere. So yeah, these are Rock Slide is the brand. They're great. Yeah.
Are yours gold foil pickups?
Yes, these are gold foil pickups. Actual old ones. This guitar is built by a guy up north in Lapland, where all the reindeers lives. The brand is called Penn Guitars, and the body is built of it's actually spruce, and the neck it's Brazilian rosewood and maple. So, but it's a really cool and unique sounding guitar. And the gold foils is, if you compare it to like. A humbucker, they're a lot lower output and they have a lot more treble, so it's kind of a glassy sound. Yeah, it speaks well for slide. I love playing slide on like normal humbuckers or anything, but yeah. So, but I have other guitars with there's a British company called Mojo Pickups. They make really great gold foils, and Jason Lawler makes some great ones too. Yeah.
How did you teach yourself everything out there? Just playing to records, or how did you get the techniques and?
Yeah, I think it's mostly from listening and mimicking, and the guy who kind of started doing the playing behind the slide is an American from Louisiana called Sonny Landreth, kind of a blues rock artist, and I started listening to him like 20 years ago, and then I've kind of evolved it from there. And okay, I'm gonna. Any more questions?
Do you ever do like partial slide playing, like you have a magnet or something where you play it? Like you know how Paul Gilbert has there on his guitar, he has a magnet where he puts and pulls.
Oh yeah, no, sometimes I do like this. It looks really stupid, but it kind of works. If I play, sometimes when I play like, if I play in a normal tuning and I you know, if for one of the artists I play with, we used to do a song where I had like a long solo, like my feature. Then I started off playing slide, and then to be able to play faster, I put the slide in my mouth. So, but usually I got kind of used to playing like fretted. Like even jazzy stuff with 3 fingers in this tuning, so everything is like what you get used to. So, and it's kind of cool to be able to. I like I did in that solo, playing both like the. Both slide and fretting, because a lot of I started doing that because I wanted to find my own voice, because a lot of when you hear blues players play slide, it's always the That's My Groove, and that's fucking great. I love that, but Elmer James did that 60 years ago, so I wouldn't do something else. Yeah, because it's like I love blues music, but I think I hate blues music more than I love blues music, because don't get me wrong, but it's overplayed, and a lot of people don't want to evolve. They just want it to sound like Elmer James, and then I can listen to Elmer James. I don't need to listen to a copy or whatever. This to each their own. I'm that kind of person. I feel like I have to kind of make it my own some way, even though I'm not the most original guy in the world. At least I sound like me. Yeah. Yes?
Can you elaborate a little bit on the, finding your own thing? Because, I find it already like a complicated quest.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
And in in those traditional genres that are already like sandboxes, like you don't want to step outside too much. How did you approach that?
I don't know. I think it's the what you guys are doing here is the perfect example of actively taking a step to evolving, challenging yourself, getting out of your comfort zone. I think that's the first step to finding. Everybody has their own voice. I think we all do, whether we like it or not. Like Van Halen got kicked out of bars because they couldn't play the covers the way they should sound. They didn't sound like the original, so they got fired from clubs. But he's kind of got a sound. Yeah. No, but to be serious, I think it's a really good question. Thank you so much. I think if you be curious and not afraid to like try like playing stuff from different genres, or like you guys sitting here when I arrived today playing these insane rhythms that will rub off and that will make you write new stuff and think about music, hear music differently, and listen to. For me, it's like I like to listen to music that I don't work with. So if I play with like the Swedish artist I play with a lot this summer, Chris Clafford. He's kind of a, like Americana pop roots in music. Super fun to play, but then I don't listen to that kind of music. Then I will listen to Keith Jarrett or Black Label Society or Bill Frisell or Meshuggah, something completely different, and just to like tickle my ears. And I think one, I don't know if it's a shortcut, but yes, I think it's kind of a shortcut. Start writing if you want to like develop your own sound. It doesn't matter what genre you're playing in, but if you start composing, when you compose, it will sound like yourself, whether you like it or not. Even if you don't like the song, it's you. So, and the more you do that, the more you will sound like yourself, and I think that will also make you, that will also make your solo sound more like you, because they will be tailored to the song you wrote, maybe. So I'd say that's like, be curious and don't be afraid of, like you guys doing that. You're putting yourself through some rhythmic hell here. It's fucking fantastic. I love it. And that's write music. I actually think that's the best shortcut to finding your own voice and expression. Yeah.
Talking about it, how do you compose?
Oh, that's a very good question. Sometimes I sing stuff into my phone, and on guitar it's that's a good question. A lot of times something comes to me while I'm just like warming up. Maybe warming up for a show, playing something completely different than my own music. I will just noodle and riff, and sometimes I want, if I want to write, like if I feel like I want to write a song kind of like this, I'll jam to a drum loop, because that kind of gives you some kind of input, a rhythm and a beat that will kind of dictate a bit how you play. Because if you have a soft brushes or you have a blast beat, you will play two completely different things, right? So I also write songs with like lyrics and stuff. I don't sing, but my girlfriend sings, and then I usually like sing it to the phone, and I also sing like melodies on my phone, or I record riffs in a dressing room with an unplugged. The song I played is called Scusi Gnusi. It's a really weird title. That was one of those dressing room jams. I was just practicing stuff in open tuning, and that riff came, and then this riff, that thing I had since before. I was like, oh, I could pair these together, and then I was like, oh, I should have some like an epic B section with a big sound. So E minor 11, and so that's how the B section I didn't write that day, but I dreamed it up. It's like, I'm gonna make like an epic big sound. So I wrote it for playing like a 3-piece. So there is a live recording from this on Spotify if you want to hear it. Yes? Any more questions? Okay. Yes?
Actually, I want to add the song right now. What's it called again? How do you spell
it? Search for my name. Andreas Rydman, Rydman. And then the song is called
How do you spell your last name again? Sorry, I got it.
Rydman.
Yeah.
M-A-N.
Oh, I got it.
Rydman. It's called Scusi Gnusi, and it's kind of a word game. It's a Swedish humor thing, and then it's this part with this vibrato thingy. It's a nod to John Scofield, the great jazz guitar player. He uses these kind of like faux Leslie sounds for riffs sometimes, or lead playing. So you school, yeah.
Found it.
You got it?
Yep, thank you.
Perfect. this is so cool. You guys travel from all over the world. That's, yeah. Hats off to you. Okay, I'm gonna
One more song.
Or
yes,
two.
I can play some more. I just want to talk a bit about this tuning. Is you have to learn all the scales and shit, of course, but there's kind of a shortcut if you want to try playing this tuning, and this shortcut is you can use these notes in regular tuning as well. So let's say we're in, like this song I just played, it's in C, but let's do it in D so I can have a bass note. This tuning, as you know, we got the root note 3 times, and we got the 5th 2 times, and we got the 3rd. So that means that if I can play, I can play or you see, it's all on the same. So whatever it is, you that lick, like a major pentatonic thingy, in regular tuning that would move you from here to here, but we got all these notes in the same. So that makes kind of that makes some things easier. And if we go back to like a D7, D9, or D sus, the classics, like the first like box you learn is some people call it the slide box, and it's the notes are, if you fret the 12th fret and the 10th fret, and then you just walk it down. And what that actually makes is, what you have is, if you analyze it, it's a hexatonic scale. It's a 6-note scale consisting of this triad and that triad. And if you combine these, it's like the Mixolydian scale minus 1 note. So and this you can apply this to even in standard tuning. So this would be like over D9 or D7. This would be a D major triad and a C major triad. Yes, exactly. Tri-paraphrase. And so that, and if you mix these up like. All I'm doing is I'm playing triads, but I'm not playing them like you could. So that's a really good concept for playing on like or you could do, if this will be a little darker, more minor sound because you have the minor. You could do the same thing but with a G triad and a F triad. You got all these cool sounds from just, you can even do cool. All these are I'm doing, I'm improvising. Now I use all 4 triads. I use the F triad, the G triad, the C triad, and the D triad. So that's useful, and you can, if you wanna, you can use that for. And the cool thing with triads, maybe all you guys know this. You're probably super advanced, all y'all. But using the triads, there's such a strong sound. So it's I find it really it's a cool tool for improvisation. And what happens with yes.
Because you talk about triads. When you are improvising, do you think in triads or do you think in modes? And you know that in order to play Dorian, you combine those 2 triads.
Yes and no. I think more of sounds, but yes, you could think.
Because I mean, I in my experience, when I don't find it very hard to play modally when you like or even modulating as long as it's the same key center.
Yeah.
Modulating from D Dorian to D Aeolian. But as soon as we have to switch depending on the harmony, like highlighting every chord, then it's another story.
Yeah, this is if we think of this as a D minor instead. So that would be it's a typical Dorian sound. That would be that's what it's. So if it's a like the song I played, when it's an open groove, you can treat it pretty much as whatever, minor, major, or I think I played some other stuff too. Like it's but as you say, if it changes, if there's changes like in jazz, you have to kind of follow them. Otherwise, it sounds like you don't know what you're doing. I don't know if I answered your question. No, but you can also use.
But like if I understand correctly, what basically the context in which you're playing is open enough so that you can color it however you please.
Yes.
Without really limiting yourself to
Yeah.
one mode or another.
Yeah. So and then if you play with like a if you're on your own with a bass player, you can do whatever you want. But if you have a keyboard player, that person have to have big ears so they hear if you're doing. Maybe you won't change to a like a major 7, but so it's all about. That's what I like. I love playing over dominant chords because then you can do pretty much what you want. You can alter the shit out of them. Yeah, it's much more forgiving than playing over. Yeah.
Speaking of dominant chords, is there a go-to sound or technique? Like, do you do stack minor thirds over an altered as a go-to outside sound playing the slide?
I kind of think this. I think the same way for playing outside. Even though I have a slide, usually it's like you can superimpose like just play. If you play triads that aren't in the key, like. The trick is to get back home again.
Yeah.
So of course you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do. Then I play F minor pentatonic over D or D7. That's a good. If you want to go out, you can. The thing with playing outside is you have to have a strong concept and you have to like start it and then you have to bring it home. The hard part is bringing it home. That's what I find. Yeah. More questions? No?
More songs.
More songs. Oh yeah. Maybe let's play a song. This actually this is a song I recorded live in the studio last January with a Canadian friend of mine called Ariel Posen. He plays a lot of D-tune guitars, like baritone guitars. Fantastic dude. So we recorded this in Stockholm, and actually the head of the song is using this triad technique. Yeah, you want to be in the picture? It's I'll play a bit of the head before the song starts out with like a bit of a it's kind of a I don't know funky tune. It starts off with like a kind of a the song is in D with a chromatic kind of riff that goes like this. That's the whole, and then when it changes to G or G7, the melody is. So then the melody is actually triad from it's. So it's G and F triads, and then some more. I'll play it for you, and then you'll hear Ariel play some guitar too. That's cool. Any more questions? Or, no? No? Let's do it. Just have to find it. Oh, I just have one thing, a small, and if you want to start playing slide things, practice it with something like a drone or. I'm just going to say this now because otherwise I'm going to forget. So you have something to pitch against, because if you don't, it kind of that sounds kind of okay, right? Listen to it when I put up. Didn't sound that good. If I was aiming for so using some and the point of using a drone instead of a backing track is because if you have like a groove and drums and it's all exciting, you're going to start making music instead of listening to your intonation. so it's boring, but it actually works really. And that drums are kind of cool if you want to learn like a new sound. Like say it's an exotic scale. If you practice it really slow with a drum, then you can really hear what each note is doing. And then harmonizing the scale to the drone is good too. I just wanted to say that because I think it's a really important thing. I think to be able to play somewhat in tune, even though you get a slide on your finger. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Okay, so this is a song called Yard House because it was recorded in a studio called Yard House. I couldn't come up with a name, so because Ariel was. I have a guitar camp in Stockholm every weekend every January, and Ariel was one of the tutors, and we talked about recording something together. So we recorded. Who's it? This song and another song called Lap Mew. Okay, I'll shut up and play some guitar. Woo. Hope the volume is okay. Sorry, I'm too loud, or that's too low. I'll raise the music, okay?
No, it's actually quite loud.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
The music is way louder than you.
Is it? Okay, that's why I'm sitting by the speakers, okay. Should I? Okay, I'll hire myself instead. Let's do it again. Okay. Soon I'll play it. So this song is I play in open tuning, but there's no slide involved at all. But I wrote it in an open tuning, so yeah. Would you say third time is a charm? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I hope I didn't pierce your ears with the nasty octafuzz and these treble pickups.
Great.
Thank you guys so much. I loved being here. This was so much fun. Thank you. Joyce. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I know a lot of you guys have been here before, and a lot of you are newcomers. Where are you guys from? I'm just curious. Who traveled furthest? Do we have like Australia?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we talked. Fuck yeah, that's. Yeah. And I heard some American as well. Yeah, where about?
I'm from Durham, New Hampshire.
All right.
I go to school in Boston.
Yeah.
And I'm half Swedish, so I come here every summer anyways to visit my grandparents.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.